you have to protect your peace even in the midst of chaos. So last week I posted a video on the other social media platforms about, not engaging in rage baiting, protecting your peace. And I just want to make a little bit more lengthy of a video about that and go a little bit more in depth, because the response that I received when it comes to a lot of the comments were all talking about how no, keeping the peace is what got us here in the first place. And this is in regard to what happened as far as the presidential stuff last week. And I want to make one thing clear. I'm not saying to be peaceful, by no means. However, I am saying to protect your peace. Meaning, you can feel how you want to feel and you can react how you feel is necessary to react. But the point that I was trying to make and that I am making is just to make sure that you are in control of you. It's not about anybody else. It's not about like not being mad and being angry. It's about protecting you. It's about making sure you are safe and comfortable within yourself, because you can't control everybody else. You can't control what they say, how they feel, and how they react. The only thing you can control is you. So if you open up that door and allow all of that other stuff to come in, then you have to be prepared to deal with it, whether you like it or not. You have to be prepared to deal with the emotions of other people, the hate and the anger of other people. So one of the biggest things you can do is you can set those boundaries when it comes to protecting your peace. And listen, this is for online and in person. And online, the easiest thing to do is to simply block people. Block people, unfollow them. You don't have to engage with their content. You can control who engages with yours. Use the features that are available to you on these platforms to make sure that you're good, to make sure that you taking care of yourself. Because people are nasty, and you can't control others, but you can't control what your feeds look like online, and the things that pop up. And now some things gonna slip through the cracks, and you're gonna see some things that you don't want to see. However, simply block them and just move on. Saying no is another way to set a boundary when it comes to protecting your peace. Oftentimes, we agree to things that we don't want to do, things that we don't want to say for the sake of being nice. Stop being nice. It's okay to be a little selfish. It's okay to look out for yourself. No is a complete answer, and it's a complete sentence. You have to have those boundaries, because if you don't set those boundaries in place, you set yourself up for headache, frustration, bitterness, anger. And that's not what we want. You don't want to be that person just moping around all the time in your feelings, because you didn't set the proper boundaries. Certain stuff popped up on your social media accounts. People approach you a certain way. And this goes for whether it's family, friends, coworkers. You're allowed to set boundaries that protect you and protect your peace. The next thing I want to touch on is you have to prioritize your self-care. When the dust settles with chaos and things like that, it doesn't necessarily all just disappear and go away. It just kind of settles. So you have to start to prioritize healthy activities and getting back into the swing of things and things that you enjoy. That may be walking, going to the gym, just sitting outside on the porch, listening to music. But you have to prioritize activities so you can recharge, and that's physically and mentally. Maybe you're a gamer. Maybe you can tune in and just kind of block out the noise around you and hop on a game. Don't be afraid to unplug from the world and plug into like whatever keeps your mind occupied and positive, because the world's going to happen regardless, and the things are in the world are going to happen regardless. So that, to be mindful about that, um get back into your hobbies, the things that make you smile, the things that make you happy and laugh. Surround yourself around people that make you laugh. And the last thing I want to touch on is we got to let go of control. I think for a lot of people after last week, it's hard to come to grips with it because of the new reality that we are currently about to enter, or that we're currently living. Is that we don't have the control over the situation. And one of the things that you can do is simply accept that you can't control everything. Once you accept that, it almost like, a weight can be lifted off your shoulders. We want to control every aspect in our life, from the small things to the big things. Control what you can control, how you operate and move in this world, the people you surround yourself with, the things you put into your body and eat, the music you consume, the TV you can consume. Control those things that can make a positive impact on your life. Don't be so worried and discouraged about the things that you can't control, because that's going to leave you in a bad position, and you're going to be stressing and worrying. And, you have to release that micromanagement that's within a lot of us, of wanting to save the world, So accept that you can't change everything. Control what you can control. And when it comes to dealing with the negativity of people online or in real life, the only thing you control is you. Watch how you move. Watch the things you say, and just be more focused and on the things you got going on in your life, the positive things that you got going on in life. Because unfortunately, we live in a world of good and evil. We live in a world of positives and negatives. And there's always going to be the negatives. So you can choose to focus on that, or you can choose to focus on the positive and focus on what's good. So that's my advice, is to let go of the control of things that you can't change, but change the things that you can. Lock in with those things and make the best out of them. So I wish everybody nothing but love and happiness and peace, and peace, moving forward. Don't get discouraged. Things take time. One thing I will say is this: although bad exists in the world, good always wins. So be sure to check out the description for all of the links to clothing brand and merch. Get this hat and many others like it. The podcast audio, as well as my book, A Quick Little Word, is in the description. So be sure to check out all of those things. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I appreciate you for tuning in to another episode of A Quick Little Word podcast. Until next time, peace, love, and happiness.